I think the internet connection is extremely poor tonight, which is probably just as well looking at the fixture list that we've got. Hello, Vince. How you doing? Are you watching at work? Getting paid by your employers to watch me playing Football Manager? I'm not sure about that, Vince. What is your job, Vince? What do you actually do? At the moment, the stream is saying excellent, so hopefully it'll stay that way. I'm guessing because I've been testing the internet speed, the internet performance pretty much for the last hour, and it's been in and out. So I'm guessing there are going to be problems here and there as we go on. I do. I mean, I've had so many messages. That's awesome, Vince. You're getting paid to watch me play Football Manager. Couldn't be a better job. What a great job. Defense engineer, job description, watching Football Manager. Brilliant. Ah, maybe you can sort my defense out for tonight then, Vince. If you're a defense engineer. So I'm looking at this. Manchester City, Arsenal, Aston Villa, West Ham. Oldham will be a little bit of a respite, hopefully. Wolves, Manchester City again. Oh, come on. And Liverpool. Oh boy. Just like, oh my God. How do we deal with this? I've actually had a few messages from people, I think from people who watch the videos when they become videos, not actually live. And one message I had today, I forget who it was from, said, look, just use it as a save, which shows people how to survive in a relegation battle. You can do this. You got this. I'm not quite so sure we have. Although we're in a better position than we were at the start of the season. We're still in 17th, and we are. FM has given us a little bit of a bonus. It's actually put us 5 points clear of Blackburn. So we've been given a little bonus given the fixtures that we've got coming up. And I kind of like, I've been looking at the at the tactic, and I've gone to a 4-3-3 now. I've got doing that because I read just before or just after, when I was scrolling through, getting to the next game, getting to the City game, I actually read in the social media a couple of fans were saying our defence isn't getting any help. So I decided, okay, let's give the defence some help. And what we're probably going to do, I'm going to make him an anchor in actual fact, because as a DM, he's probably still going to disappear from where he's supposed to be. So we're just going to anchor him here, and hopefully he will give the defense a little bit of help. We're going to go to cautious, and learning from lessons I've recently learned in my Norwich save, I'm going to just like be defensive, and we're going to slow the game down. We're not going to do anything. In fact, we're going to hold our shape, slow the pace down, and we are playing it now in a low block. We're not going to press at all because Manchester City will just skip past us. And we'll play with a standard line, and we'll step up more. Hopefully, I mean, I might even actually start with a higher line and leave that step up more, because going to standard might be something we can use later on. But I've also got in this tactic that I'm calling the Hail Mary prayer, we've also got a more defensive setup, and that is a defensive tactic. Again, it's pretty much this holding your shape, guys. Don't do anything silly. And if in the extreme situation that we do somehow in one of these fixtures get into the lead, we might well go into that into that kind of setup. But as a defense engineer, you probably could be very useful to me. Might have to hire you for my staff, Vince. Oh, I am not looking forward to this. But we do have a team that doesn't look too bad on paper. We've still got a couple of suspensions and injuries. Bayek is suspended. Peacock Farrell, the goalkeeper, still injured. He's going to be out for a while, isn't he? 4 weeks to 2 months. I have been given this goalkeeper who is absolutely shocking, so I'm not putting him on the bench. If the other goalkeeper gets injured now, I have no idea what we'll do. Distribute to flanks. Yeah, I mean, it's a thought, because their fullbacks will be high up the pitch. We could actually approach in our approach play, so focus play down the flanks. Distribute to flanks is definitely something that we could be doing, because they will be pressing our defence high up. It is an option. I have to think about my goalkeeper and his ability to distribute. He has passing 12, vision 12. It's not so bad for a goalkeeper. Throwing 12, kicking is 8. Can we throw it long, I wonder? Could he throw it long? He could probably throw it long rather than risk kicking it. His kicking is appalling. But that would mean that we have to... now, my fullbacks will probably be in this area anyway, so hopefully they'll be picking up the ball rather than the wingers. But yeah, I think you're right, because the City will be putting a huge press on here, and we certainly don't want to be holding on to the ball in this area. I don't want him to be a ball-playing defender either. We're going to put him on central defender on defend. He's good at marking, good at tackling, so we'll get him to tackle harder. So, and Amadozic, good at tackling, tackle harder, not so good at marking. So we will do our best here. Hi, Bob. Shouldn't you play a high tempo? Well, that's the point. The reason why I don't want to counter is because if we start countering, and let's say our fullbacks have moved up here, we are leaving a lot of space behind. So our fullbacks suddenly are counter-attacking, and they're up at the halfway line, and this dopey guy here turns the ball over, then we are in serious trouble. One of the problems in FM that I've noticed is that problems occur in transition, and it usually happens when you are counter-attacking, which leaves acres of space in these holes, and that's why holding your shape actually works quite well in FM23, and they just don't counterattack, and everything is slow, everything's very deliberate, shorter passing. You could even go much shorter passing. It's just really slowing everything down, and you just basically end up frustrating the opposition. Not showing this. Nice to meet you, mate. Is it really? The Brazil tactic's actually working. That is a very high risk tactic. Myself personally, I wouldn't use it unless maybe I might use it against Arsenal. I wouldn't actually use it myself unless I was absolutely sure of the players that I had and that I knew I had a very good defensive line, and the two pivots here were very, very good players. That I wouldn't use it, but you're very brave, I think. Hey, Gobby, how you doing, mate? But yeah, it was fun putting that Brazil tactic together. It was not easy. Some of the player roles are quite odd. Like I'm using here a deep lying forward on attack. He could change to a deep lying forward on support yet, and we might put the winger on attack. But we shall see how it works out. But with the deep lying forward, he'll come very deep, and he will also be in this position as well as trying to get himself into the box. So the Tostao role was very interesting, trying to figure out how he actually played. I'm glad it's working for you, not showing this. I'm actually really pleased it's working. It's nice, and it will score a lot of goals. You'll just probably concede a lot as well. But I think we should go. Gobby, how's your day? You had a good day? Makuta, I've noticed, is very tired, so he may not be the best player to play in there. We do have players that we can play in there. Bastian could play in there, and he would probably do a decent job. Although I don't know. In fact, I don't have actually. Bayek's injured. Who's my other centre mid? Got Bastian on the bench. That's it. I've only got Bastian on the bench. So if I'm going to play with three in midfield, I definitely need to strengthen. So I could play Bastian instead of Makuta. In fact, I could even switch Gobbo. Now, Gobbo is an attacking player, so let's let him play the centre mid on attack. Trying to wrap it up. You've had enough of the Gladbach one. Okay, so I don't know. I don't know if the fans are actually correct, but it does seem the defense are not getting much help. Yeah, it actually, you're right, not showing this. It does score a lot of goals. But when it goes bad, it goes bad. And when Manchester City had all those injury problems, I note that they lost to Manchester United 8-3 in that save. And so when it goes bad, it goes bad. Hey, Bob, what do I think of the FM25 updates? I think the jury's out. As I said in my video that I did on it, it looks like it's good news, but have they ruined my Christmas for this year? Because I wonder, is there going to be much in terms of improvement in the FM24? Which would be a shame if there's not, but they do in the document say that they are going to be working on a lot of player movement and ball dynamics. So hopefully we will get an improvement in the match engine in 24. 25 I'm quite excited about. A long time to wait, but it's about time that FM got themselves a better game engine and a match engine. And certainly the 3D graphics, as Gobby will testify, there sometimes leave a little bit to be desired. The player movement and player ball control in particular is pretty poor. So I'm really hoping, Bob, that in FM25 it's going to be a completely new game with a new interface. It's no longer going to be the spreadsheets that we see, and it is going to be a completely new game. I'm hoping anyway. Does it matter who plays in defence? They're all as bad as each other. Asprilla for Bastian. Can Asprilla play in centre mid? It would be a good idea if he can. And then put Cherlanov on the wing. That's interesting, isn't it? Cautious to defensive. Not yet. let's just try first. Asprilla, can he play centre mid? Let's have a look at that. Can Asprilla come in here? He certainly can. Asprilla can play as a box-to-box. Centre mid. Centre mid on, he's better on centre mid on attack, isn't he? So let's put Asprilla as the centre mid on attack. Gobbo can play as the box-to-box. That'll work. Or even a centre mid on support. We'll put Gobbo on a centre mid on support. I don't want him taking any risks. Can run wide with the ball, as if he's coming inside. He'll at least give us some presence out here. Bastian now can't play there, so we'll bring on Cherlanov to play in this role. It still looks like it's a decent team, and Now we have Bastian and Makuta on the bench. Makuta, who is very tired. So it looks a little better. I'm going to let the assistant deal with the opposition instructions. I keep getting those wrong at the moment. I think probably because the team just cannot focus on what they have to do, let alone what the opposition are up to. And the assistant seems to get it much more right than I do. Yeah, Vince, spreadsheets are life. Absolutely, mate. We have to go and play this game. I know that this isn't going to work out. I'm going to try and stay pretty optimistic. We can't go into the relegation zone from this game because we are 5 points clear of Blackburn. And we keep saying that, don't we? It's make me proud. Go on, make me proud. And they don't make me proud. So let's go and play some football. Manchester City are going to wipe the floor with us, I guess. Tomorrow's video, the Norwich one I just finished this afternoon, is a really interesting video. Oh, you got to watch that one, the Norwich one. It just begins with absolute despair. Oh, boy. But it's got a very interesting end. Very interesting end. And City are controlling things as we expect them to. But that's okay. The low block means that they can't get into the penalty area. And I don't mind them really taking shots from outside the box. We need to just keep them from getting into our box. That's what the low block does. And if we play it properly and don't give away a goal from a free kick, then as long as we keep them out, maybe we can get a 0-0 here. Who knows? And as long as we don't disgrace ourselves in public again. But changing things up sometimes works in FM. Nice play by, who's that? Cherlanov. He's making his way onto the right. That was pretty neat. Come on, Dalio, come on. Shot. It's bouncing around there, but it goes behind for a goal. I don't know what he was doing there. But we've had a shot on goal, and it actually was on target, even though it wasn't very good. We've actually had 2 shots on goal, and we are actually dominating the possession against Manchester City, which is quite interesting. So making those little tweaks, slowing it down, could frustrate Manchester City. It could cause them to get frustrated, take long shots, take gambles, take risks. Ball over the top for Haaland. He's just too good, isn't he? He's just too good. Oh, well. Can't have despair. This game, Gobby, drives me to despair sometimes. But I've got to remember, we are playing Manchester City here. And we're not going to beat Manchester City. Nobody in their right mind would give this Burnley team a chance in real life. And so the best we could do was hope to hold on, but we didn't. And it's really damage limitation. Hey, Liquid, how's your day, mate? Really just damage limitation here, and hopefully we can. Yeah, I know. I mean, I think possession-wise, we did the best we could. We just tried to keep the ball. Short passing game, frustrate them. Don't counter-attack. Don't press them. Just take the ball off them if we can. Maybe I should get stuck in. They are winning the ball quite easily, aren't they? Or maybe I should... maybe there is something I can do. Oh, this looks dangerous. Good block. Excellent block. What's going on here? What is going on here? I don't want to counter press. No way. Where are we losing the ball to them? Let's step up more. Let's try to stop their midfield actually spraying passes like the one that Haaland got onto. Just step up more. You can but try things. I mean, that ball over the top, it's a speculative ball, and if Haaland is going to get on the end of it, you're going to concede. So you've got to stop those. Rather than try to stop Haaland, you've got to stop the balls coming over the top to him. So if we step up a bit more, then that might help. Well, that's okay. Let them build from the back and just keep your shape. We are actually doing okay. We've got them beat for possession at the moment, and they just are struggling to break us down. And I'd say that's doing okay. I just wonder, are we aggressive enough? Should we get stuck in, or should I risk another sending off? We're just maybe not getting our foot in enough, are we? Nice. That stepping up might be causing City a problem. Let's try it just for a few minutes. See if we pick up too many yellow cards. Because it does seem to me we're just not... No, I don't want to tight mark Haaland. If we stop the passes, then that might actually help us. But at the moment, it's still only 1-0. I'd take that against City any day of the week. I was wondering if it was going to be 6 or 7-0 today. So they're doing all right. Fair play. It is Manchester City at the end of the day. But we do want to try to take the ball off them if we can. I just don't want to press them and let them just skip past us. There's that ball through the middle again. And he's gone and done it again. Haaland's too good, isn't he? It's being checked, but I think he was onside. He was well onside, yeah. He's just too good. And got himself in a good position to block it, but he's just too good. Overall, we're not playing too bad. We can't complain about this. We've still got them beat for possession. I mean, I kind of think to myself, should I go more aggressive? Should I go at them for giggles? But what is the point? They're just going to pick us off. They're going to tear us apart. If we lose our shape, they're just going to tear us apart. And all we can do is just keep plugging away, keep the score down. Better teams than us will lose to City. So we'll just keep doing what we're doing. I'll even take a 4-0. Well, if we can get a goal, it'd be nice. He's on his own, though, quite understandably. Ball into the box, churling off with a header. Yeah, well. Almost. Okay, I tell Gregera to mark Haaland. You are having a laugh. Gregera is this tiny bloke. Oh, boy, what's my goalkeeper doing? He's deciding to have a silly fit. My goalkeeper's on a 6.5, and Amadozic is a really good player, and he's been an absolute nightmare since he got here. He gets such good reviews in FM, Amadozic, and since he's come to Burnley, he's absolutely awful. No, I'm not going to say that. Keep going, you can salvage a draw. Let's show what you're all about in the second half. You weren't that bad. Yeah, they've responded. You know you have the ability. I'm certainly not going to tell them you can win this game. It's a ridiculous thing to say. We just got to keep doing what we're doing. We might. What is going on here? What's Gregera doing there? He has suffered a bruised thigh. Well, if he's injured, where is he playing? His thigh is going to affect his running. So really I want him to hold his position. So let's put him on support, hold position. I don't want him dribbling, dribble less. And more direct passing. We need to look after him a little bit if he's got a bruised thigh. It's an interesting thing about extra time. I don't know if you guys saw the video I did on extra time. I do have a very good record on extra time, and lots of people don't actually look after their players during extra time. Don't realise you have 6 fit players and 4 not so fit. And you have to look after those 4 that are not fit. And not many people actually do that. They just keep the instructions the same and have them running around all over the place when they're exhausted. And that actually doesn't work. So we'll look after Asprilla if he's injured, just to see if he recovers a little bit. But City are looking very, very dangerous. Look at this. We need to make some changes very soon. We've got some players playing very badly here. Let's go and make some changes, shall we? Amadozic is having a terrible game. So we'll bring McNally on. Probably McNally is better on that side playing. Don't want him playing as the cover. Who else? Goalkeeper's having a shocker. Just might have to shout at him. Kirkin's not playing very well. But it's 6.2 here for Diallo. I think I've got Larson who can play on that side. Larson, maybe he'll have a wonder goal again. 6.4 for Leonardo. He doesn't like playing in that DLF role. That if I put him on an advanced forward, he's just going to be completely alone. Let's put him as a pressing forward on defend. And let's go for a support duty. Let's put him on a pressing forward on support. Bring him into this space a little bit. See if that actually does something. And then Kirkin I don't have a replacement for. So he's going to have to play on. We'll wait a little while. Let's go to... Look at this. And with the get stuck in, I think we're probably going to get another player sent off here. We don't have too many yellow cards, so at the moment I'm not panicking. But can we pick up a goal here? Come on, just give us a goal, FM. Make me feel happy. Oh, we've hit the bar. So there's the sign. No, we're not having a goal. Comes out to Gobby. Gobby's having not a bad game. Asprilla, Larson. We need someone to have a magic moment here. Gregera, anybody. Just one moment of genius. But that's not it. Come on, take the ball off him. Well done. Closed him down there. So yeah, I'm actually not displeased with how it's going. 53% possession against City. We've created some chances. We've just again not got any on target, which is understandable. It's how this game has been going recently. But we are getting into the box here, but it's been saved. Should have pulled it back. Players getting tired. Gregera, Asprilla. But at the moment, we're looking a better team than City. As long as we don't do nutty things like that, then we might even get back into this game. And we're actually looking better than Man City. And there's a ball over the top, and it's intercepted. Oh, boy. If he could have just got that under control, we were in. But here comes City again. Lovely pass out to... I wish we could do that. Beautiful pass. Looking for Haaland. Oh, well done. Well done. We've defended well. In all fairness, we've defended very well. Gregera is now tired. Very tired. Looks like it's time for Bastian to come on. Bastian or Makuta. Makuta isn't fit enough, I don't think. Probably would be the better bet, Makuta. But he's not very fit. And then Cherlanoff. Shall I give Twine a chance? Let's give Twine a chance. Yeah. Yeah, why not? Let's give Scott Twine a game. Let's see how we can do with those substitutes. It's 2-0. I'd settle for 2-0 against Man City. When I started setting up the episode today, I thought it was going to be 8-0. So we'll take 2-0 against City. We just want to make sure the Blackburn, what are they doing? Blackburn, where are you? Can't see them. Oh, there they are, 1-1 with Crystal Palace. So we are still kind of like 17th. Norwich have closed the gap to 3 points. But hey-ho, just hold out now, boys. Don't give another goal away. Just hold out. I'm pretty sure the fans wouldn't be too upset by a 2-0 defeat to City, given the form we've been in. I think we can hold our heads up coming off the pitch. I don't want to tell the players that, though, because they generally tend to react badly when you say things like you've been unlucky. You've done your best. So I don't know what to say at full time. I've upset them too many times already this season. But we've done all right. Let's keep your concentration. We don't want it to be any more than 2-0. And just defend well now. Who came on for Amadozic? McNally played well, reasonably well. He's our number 4 defender. And he's played probably the best of all the central defenders. 6.7. Gabbia had a 7.1. Asprilla was poor. Larson was poor. Leonardo. You'd expect Leonardo to have a 6.2 because he's just not getting any service. Although stats-wise, we pretty much matched them for possession. Our pass completion was very good. It matched City. Obviously, our XG was worse, and we did make 8 opportunities. So, I'm happy with your performance. Oh, boy. Oh, I'm not happy. He wants to say... I'm going to say we were... Oh, God. That's what happens when you say we were the underdogs. You gave it your best. They didn't disgrace themselves. Oh, boy. Morale's plummeted again. In fact, I'm just going to go back to giving them bollockins now. 2-0 against City, that's not a disgrace. Why are they getting upset? Oh, the assistant was right. I think I'll just believe what the assistant says. Why would that upset them? I can't understand that. So now we're going into this really bad spell now. We got Arsenal coming up now. And Arsenal's away. I need to rest them. We need to give them a rest, which will probably demoralise them again. We don't need a rest. Now we're unhappy, but you do need a rest. Cherlanoff, he needs a rest as well. I don't know why he is so tired. Oh, he can't have a rest. For some reason, he's not allowed a rest. Let's try him now. I've got to just highlight him only. That's why he can't have a rest. So let's go to Cherlanoff. Give him a rest. Oh. Cherlanoff, give him a rest as well. Not looking too pretty still, but Aston Villa, Leicester have only got 14 points. Aston Villa are now 5 points clear. But they lost to Manchester United 5-1. Norwich beat Everton. We couldn't beat Everton, so Norwich did well beating Everton. Blackburn. And Bournemouth. What did Bournemouth do? Lost to Arsenal. We got to play Arsenal now. And we're going to go in the same, go into this match in exactly the same way. We are not going to do anything else other than defend. And Arsenal are not as good as Manchester City, hopefully. So we'll go in and we will defend for our very lives again. Let's have a look at this. Oh, they're not very good at marking. That's interesting. That's quite interesting, actually. If they're not very good at marking, let's have him. Can we play him as a poacher? I wonder. Maybe I don't want him to roam from position. Let's have him move into the channels. Gobby thinks that this guy is very good as a striker. 15 finishing, 15 composure. Let's get him to shoot more often. Just means that he'll just put his foot through the ball at the earliest opportunity in the box. Doesn't mean he's going to shoot from outside the box. Roam from position, move into channels. Yeah, if they're not very good at marking, they might have a job keeping an eye on him. If we get him to move. Cheeky five at the back. I actually, I was playing around with bringing a man. Let's not use this tactic. Go into this one. I'm bringing a man down in here. And making him a libero, kind of like a sweeper, but mopping up, but he'll also drive forward into midfield, and then would give us like a 3 in midfield in possession, and then we could put maybe one of the wingers on an attack duty, maybe this winger on attack, so that we'd have this winger going up on the left. We'd have this inverted winger coming into these spaces. The DLF on support would be in these spaces. Centre mid on attack. We would have an attacking threat with a box-to-box coming into here. And an overlapping fullback. We would have a threat. But then I'd want to play these deeper. So I'd still want an anchor in this position. And then I'd probably play a segundo volante on a support duty. What do you think, guys? And then that gives us a 5 at the back, and it gives us the libero sweeping up. And then we can go with a higher defensive line, knowing that the libero is actually sitting behind. I mean, I could ask him to hold his position as well, not to go into midfield and to dribble less. Could ask him to do that. I don't know. What do you think, guys? Do you think it's a good idea? It's not very attacking. It's not meant to be attacking. It's meant to keep them out. 5 at the back, a cheeky 5 at the back, as Liquid has suggested. We would have players moving forward. This inside forward would be in these spaces. The DLF, maybe if we make him a DLF on attack, try him again. He's going to drop back and support the midfielders. We've got a Segundo Volante who's very aggressive getting up here. He's just going to sit. And then we'd have a winger on attack looking to get crosses into the box. If and when we can actually get the ball forward. I don't know. What do you think, guys? I think I might go with that. Or shall I just go with what I had, which was the 4-3-3? What do you think I should do, guys? The 4-3-3... Yeah, I mean, that's why I'm tempted to do this, is to use this libero, just sweeping up at the back, those long balls over the top. If I got a libero, sweeping those up. But I don't want him driving into midfield, so you can stop him. Tell him to hold his position and dribble less. So, I don't know. I might go with that. We've got to try something. I don't cheat on the 4-1-2-2-1. What's the cheat? I didn't know that. I didn't know there was a 4-1-2-2-1 cheat. I'd like to know what it is. The problem with this is we got big holes here. You can see we got big holes here. There's a hole here. I don't know why. He should be able to cover that space, but it could. Oh, that's the reason why. Is because no, we still got a hole there. I don't know why. He should be able to cover that space. If you put, oh, I know why it is. It's because players are in the wrong position. That's why it is. So let's try and sort that out. Phillips can come in here. Gabbia can play as the libero. McNally can play as the ball-playing defender here. I don't want him to play as a ball-playing defender. So we'll have two central defenders on defend, a libero between them. And then Gobbo is the one who can't play as that anchor. Bastian can play there, but we still got a hole there. I wonder why. It's because of Gobbo. Makuta should get himself fit by the... Yeah. So the hole was caused by the player not being able to play in that position. So yeah, I mean that could work. If we've got, have we got Bayek available? Bayek can come in and play as the anchor, or maybe Bayek as the segundo volante. No, let's play Bayek as the anchor, sitting there. And it is a very defensive. Yeah, Vince, to be fair, I love that tactic, but we've seen time and time again that Burnley cannot play it. I don't know whether it's because they need something very basic, this team, because they just don't play well together. I think you're right, Gobby. Nothing to lose. I think if we can get a point in this shape against Arsenal, and then we can play with a higher line because we have the libero sweeping up behind and holding his position. We're going to get caught with the offside, I think. But I don't see why we don't go with that. I give it a try. Aston Villa are in 15th. That's the game. That game really counts. He wants Connor Roberts. He wants Bayek to play as the libero, because he's really good in the air. That's interesting, isn't it? Bayek could come in as the libero. Is he good in the air? Oh yeah, he's got good jumping reach, good heading. Yeah, Bayek might actually make a good libero, because he could take the ball into midfield. Let's just, yeah. Nah, I want him to hold position. I don't want him roaming. He's got a job to do at the back there. Bayek can also tackle, and he can also mark well, but I don't want the libero marking someone, because he'll just be taken out of position. So I think that's a pretty good shape. Who does he want in midfield then? He wants Kirkin on the left side. He does like the idea of Kirkin as a central defender and Baba Rahman. Shall I try it just for giggles? He keeps saying play Kirkin as a central defender. Shall I try it? And then bring Rahman. It could be that he wants those two players playing together. Let's give it a try. Let's try it. I'm willing to listen to all suggestions at the moment. Try to keep it tight for a few games. Yeah, I think that's why I'm thinking about this, Gobby. Losing 7-0 to City and 5-0 to Arsenal wouldn't have done us any good. Gregera as the anchor. Bastion. Nah. Let's look at... Oh, if Gregera's fit... Is Gregera fit? Yeah. Gregera can play as the anchor then. And Makuta is probably my best option as the volante. Okay, we'll go with this. We'll have some fun with this now. Connor Roberts. Does he deserve his chance? What's his form like? He's 7. He played well in his last game. Let's give him a game. Because Constantinia, what's his form like? Not very good, I don't think. 6.8. Oh, he's actually, no, we'll keep Constantinia in the team. He's not playing too bad. He's had 1 bad game in 4. So we'll keep him in the team. Cherlanov, and he wants Asprilla to play up front this time. Means dropping Asprilla. Can he play as a forward? Yeah, he can. He's very versatile, Asprilla, isn't he? I don't know, though. Leonardo's form is desperate. Maybe it would be good to rest him. And that means Cherlanov coming in on the... Oh, no, I don't like that. We'll put Asprilla back. And Campbell must have played quite well then, did he, in the last game? 6.7 and a 7. He had a 6.2 against Chelsea. 7.3. Let's give Campbell a game. I think it's probably wise to give Leonardo a little bit of a rest. Bastion needs to come onto the bench, so we'll have Roberts, Arroyo, Gabia, and we have Gobbo. Gobbo, though, is not a defensive midfield. Bastion. Gobbo, Bastion, but we might need Gobbo if we switch to a 4-3-3. Leonardo, Larson, and Cherlanov. Probably the best we can do. Interesting that we're dropping Gabia. He did have a poor game though last time, didn't he? No, he's in form. I need to get him in the team somewhere. Need to get him in the team somewhere. So maybe he can come in here. And then that means that Phillips stays on the bench for now. Yeah, we'll go with that. There's no unfit players there, is there? We'll go with that for now. And hopefully we can defend well against Arsenal. Come on, we can get a point against Arsenal. I know we can. Arsenal's one of these games where strange results happen. City is not one of those games. Reece Williams. I should have got him in, shouldn't I? Let's put him cheap as chips he is. I might have to bring him in. Such 1 million, that's all he's got. Expectations, defeat. Okay, let's get this Arsenal affair out of the way. I mean, I really don't know what I should do against Aston Villa, whether I should continue to defend against Villa. Larson is fit. Oh, Larson, it's about time you did... Look at his form, it's terrible. It's about time he did something. But then Asprilla is suffering the same thing. Let's give Larson a run out, shall we? Just see if he can do it again like he did in the episode before last. Should have now Asprilla on the bench. Yeah, why not? Let's give him a run out. Who's the best defender? Tackling 7. Larson in the air, not very good. Marking, he's not a very good defender. But then I very much doubt that Esprit is a very good defender either. Let's go with Larson. Oh, I know. Not looking forward to this one either. Who wants to change from a 4-5-4-1-2? Stay on your feet. Make us more compact and difficult to break down. Okay, we'll try it. I agree they are going to press us and run at us. Going in hard on them might not be the best thing to do. Let's go and play some football. Let's kick some balls. Team are very happy with the team selection and everything else today. So that makes a change. Let's go and get out there. Let's give Arsenal a game. Nobody expects us to get a result here today. Go out there, enjoy yourselves, make me proud. They're very wound up. They're looking good. They're looking motivated. We'll be 2-0 down within about 5 minutes. You watch. Just keep your shape, boys. Just don't do anything silly. I'm going to check, actually, that we are playing with that system. Yeah, hold your shape. Low block with a higher line with the libero. Yep, like it. It should stop them playing those balls over the top, because now the libero can just sweep those up. And that's what happened with Haaland. He got behind the defence on 2 occasions. I'm not sure whether we should be playing defensive, but we are attacking. We'll just be patient, I think, when attacking, rather than just be going gung-ho. Defensive doesn't mean that you won't attack. It just means that you just will take your time doing it. Well, let's hope that it's not just us that make mistakes in this game, that opposition teams make mistakes as well sometimes. Oh, come on, referee. Did you see that tackle? We have let him get away down the wing there. That was poor. I think he needs to be tight-marked, that winger. Just let him get away. We let him get away. So who is that geezer? He's going... That's Gabriel Jesus. But he is supposed to be being tight-marked. It wasn't very good. That was not good play by whoever it was on that wing, the full-back on that side. We have to keep an eye on that. His rating at the moment, it's Kirkin. No, it's Baba Rahman on that left-hand side. Was it the right decision to play Kirkin as the central defender? I don't know. So all Arsenal at the moment, you'd expect, again, it's gone down that right-hand side, hasn't it? Okay, we need to do something about that. But well done. Well tidied up by Gregera. What are you doing? That's nice, but... Oh, come on. See, he didn't even attack the ball. Just gave it to Tom's... We need to do something about him. He's just getting far too much space. Okay, let's have a look at that. Who's got the ball there? There's the ball, is it? I don't know who's got the ball. But let's have a look at that. I think Rahman. We need to ask Larson to type mark Tomiyasu. And then we need to ask Rahman to type mark Gabriel Jesus. Try and take them out of the game down the right-hand side, because they are causing all sorts of issues down that right-hand side. Is it our left-back who's on attack? No, he's on support, so he should be able to do that job. But it's all Arsenal at the moment, understandably. But it's for them to break us down. Again, not defending badly, just having problems down the right-hand side. Oh, my lord, ball over the top. Where's the libero? Oh, he's missed. Where was the libero then for that ball over the top? I have to keep an eye on him because I'm not sure that that's actually working. Is he actually sitting behind the rest of the defenders? Next highlight, we'll have a look at that. No, I want him to be drawn away from his position. I need to mark that fullback. Need to mark that fullback. So where is the libero? Is he sitting deeper? No, because I've got the other centre back. They're actually in a line. And these two are together. That shouldn't be happening. Now the libero isn't working at all. That is not working at all. Bayek hasn't got a clue that he's supposed to sit behind. Ah, boy. So that didn't work. That didn't work at all. Let's switch. Oh, not that. See, they're all in a line. He's supposed to play like a sweeper. The libero is a sweeper, and he's not doing a sweeping job. So let's go and switch it now. They can all play in those positions. The problem I got is Cook, and look at these ratings for our defence. It's horrid. Horrid, horrid. Oh, come on, boys. Please. Oh, I just want to go to the pub and just leave the game because it's horrible to watch. I know it's a relegation battle and it's never going to be pretty, but Arsenal are just tearing us apart here. Where is the line? Let's step up. Could drop off more, I suppose. Yeah, he is finding far too much space because we're just not good enough. Nine shots to nil. We're not even in the game. Nothing is working. Look at these ratings. It's horrid. Let's go from positive. Let's cautious to positive. We'll still keep the low block, but try and attack a little bit more. You want me to mark Oshiman with this pile of idiots I've got at the back? You are having a laugh. You are having a complete laugh if you want me to mark a player with these players. They don't even know where they are. But again, we're only losing 1-0. It's just a short stone's throw away from getting results. You weren't that bad. You can improve. I'm going to be careful about telling them that you weren't that bad because they don't like it. Need to be telling them off, I suppose. Arsenal, you should be thrashing them 8-0. You were terrible. Oh, look at this passing. What the hell is going on? Right, okay. We're going to just bomb it forward. Passing is not connecting. So we're just going to lump it forward now. Passing is absolutely shocking. So let's fire it up the pitch. They are just like, they're taking the mick out of us, aren't they? We look terrible. At the moment, my Norwich team looks absolutely dreadful as well. They look really poor, Norwich, at the moment. And now with this team, I mean, God, this game is so depressing sometimes. Give me a team that can win football matches. Oh, boy. With Norwich and Burnley playing really poorly. Oh, look at... He's supposed to be marked. They're just not doing their jobs, are they? They're just not doing their jobs. Muric is having a good game for a change. At least he's on a 7. He's normally on a 6.4 by now. Oh, come on. They're just running past you. Their shooting is absolutely awful. Okay. I'm going to go into a mid-block. I'm going to press them a bit more often. We're not putting any pressure on them, are we? And let's get stuck in. Let's try and pressurize them, see if that makes any difference. Yeah, I know Odegaard is a danger as well. Everybody's a danger. But it's still only 1-0. But they'll get the second, I've no doubt. Although they are looking very tired, but then it doesn't really make any difference in Football Manager. I've seen teams who are absolutely exhausted, nothing left in the hearts, and they've still beaten me. Even when our team has got halfway power left on their hearts. Oh, it would be nice to score a goal instead of doing stupid things like that. Muric is having a good game, isn't he? Can we stop doing stupid things? Another ball over the top. That's because we pushed the line higher up now. Can't cope with that. Oh, well done, Muric. Let's drop off more. If we've got a higher line, let's drop off more. We haven't had a shot in the entire game yet. We are playing positive. We just can't make any inroads on them. Probably because we don't have enough attacking duties. Let's tell him to go on attack. We've got... Well done. Somebody's done something good today. Well done, but don't mess it up. Oh, there's a chance for Campbell. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. None of my team are very good at the moment, MB. I'm struggling in a really bad relegation battle, and I can't do anything with them. They've never played well together. Here's the second goal, is it? Yeah. They have never played very well together since the first day of this save, and it just continues. And it's like they've gone full circle now. They almost were able to play together, and now they just can't play together anymore. It's one of the hardest saves I've ever done in my life. And Amadozic is a very good player. He's useless for Burnley. Leonardo is an excellent player. He's useless for Burnley. None of them are playing very well. No player has got an average rating for the season over 7. They are just hopeless. And it doesn't matter. I've tried so many tactics, so many different ways of playing. They just refuse. They will not play, and we're going to get battered here, aren't we? Unless I do something. I'm tempted to go attacking. I'm tempted to push the lines up. We'll drop off more. I'm just tempted to go for it. We've got enough. Well, Costastine, why are you still on support? You should be on an attack duty, boy. we've got enough on attack now. We've got a centre mid on attack. We've got a box-to-box in there. And we're going to go and play a little bit more positive. We've got nothing to lose. 2-0 down, might as well be 8-0. They are just so bad. They're a terrible, terrible football team. And it doesn't look like anything is going to change. They're just going to get worse and worse. Let's make some changes. Makuta is very tired. Can Gobbo play there? Yeah, he can. Makuta, let's bring Bastion on. Campbell's turn now to have a 6.1. That's dreadful. He's going to play him as an advanced forward. Let him run around. Who else? Cherlanoff. 6.2 for Diallo. God help. Spria can come in here. 6.4 for Gabbia. They're terrible. They're absolutely terrible. Never seen anything like it. Well, we've done okay. 3-0. Oh. Look at this. 23 shots. 0 shots. I have actually got no. Somebody needs to tell me. Constantinia is on a 5.9. Somebody needs to tell me what to do because I don't know. I really don't know. I've tried everything that I know. We've tried going attacking. We've tried playing defensive. We've tried them all now. It's just they can't play together. Ever since day one, they haven't been able to play football together. It doesn't matter who I bring in, they can't play football together. End of story. Certainly can't score goals. That would be way too much of an ask. Way too much. I think we must be in the bottom. No, we're still outside. FM is being very, very kind during this run of fixtures. Oh, come on, Rock. Give us a penalty or something. Give me something to smile about. It's just awful. Look at that. They just have no clue, do they? It is a relegation fight. It is horrible. Feels really horrible. Doesn't mean I have to enjoy it. Just got to wonder, will FM let me get out of this? This time I'm not going to say unlucky. I'm going to say you were terrible. See? Really, I should be sympathetic with them. This is Arsenal you just played. Still in 17th. I wonder what the board are thinking now. Let's have a look at the club vision. Delighted? But they're still pleased. Attempt to avoid relegation. What do they say? However, with so few points separating the teams below us, we could easily find ourselves dropping down to where we're expected to finish. We were expected to finish 15th, as I recall. What is it now? But attempt to avoid... So getting relegated would be okay. That's not fair, FM. I need to be sacked. Like you can't just let this misery go on. Like when I don't want to get sacked, you just sack me. But when I want to get sacked, you let the misery keep going. So I guess it will be okay with this board to be relegated. Now my misery will have to continue. Oh boy. Yeah, they did. They eased past Burnley. We were shocking. So I don't know. What do I do against Aston Villa? How do I play the game against Aston Villa? What do you think, guys? Attack? Defend? What should I do against Villa? They are struggling as well. Should I play cautiously? Play with a low block? I really have no idea what to do. No idea what to expect of the players. Yeah, no, it's shocking. Giving up too many shots in our penalty area. That means we have to play with a low block. I don't know, guys. What can I do? Not good enough. 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 Every player I have on the team is not good enough. 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 Even the staff aren't good enough. I have never ever had a save like this before in my life. I've been playing this game now for 13 years coming up, and I've never seen anything like this. There's no respite at all. There's no sign of anything good happening. Game after game after game. I thought the asymmetric was going to work. When we beat Bournemouth 3-0, I thought, whoa, great, the asymmetric's going to work. What's a guy got to do to get fired around here? Yeah, that's how I feel. I once went to see the Detroit Lions. I worked in America when I was much younger for 4 years, and went to see the Detroit Lions. They were playing the Miami Dolphins. I don't think they're called those names anymore, are they? But yeah, what's a guy got to do to get fired around here? Even if I get relegated, the board will be pleased. So my misery will continue. I just might have to start spitting at the board members in the corridor and stuff. Maybe I'll get fired. Jaden Anthony, 1.1 million. Are you sure about this? He's not a bad player, at least in real life. He's not a bad player, Jaden Anthony. Gabriel Sara has the good mentals. I like players like this. Extremely good mentals. For this kind of level, that looks good. And his technicals are good as well. Takes a free kick, has a good long shot. Can take a corner. I like that kind of play. I like the look of him. 4.2 million. Can play in centre mid. I'd like it if he could play in that role, but yeah, he's got. I like players who look like that. Not too many white attributes. Tackling and marking isn't brilliant, but if you've got 3 in midfield, it doesn't actually matter. Then you've got this guy Kiyute, who's a 3-star player for £800,000. He's 34 years old though. Probably a pointless signing. Aribo, 6 million. Play in multiple positions. Play anywhere. Potential for 4.5 star. He's 27 years old though, but mentals aren't brilliant. Concentration's poor. Positioning is poor. Teamwork's not brilliant. Decent physicals, but he's not very pacey. But he doesn't need to be too pacey if he's going to sit in here or sit in here. I have to put him on the short list. For 6 million, he looks like a bargain. He's this guy. This scout has found this Claudio Nitti. I mean, who is the scout that's found this lot? We've got Augustin Alvarez, 22-year-old striker from Portugal. Nothing wrong with him as a young striker. This scout has been working hard. In fact, I think this is a report. It's come from all the scouts. Look at this, 5 million for a fullback. Good pace. Nice mentos for a fullback, can cross, can dribble. 5 mil. Used to be able to, in Football Manager, you used to be able to grab hold of this and then save it as a note, but you can't now. So you'd have to go through all of this and like put them on your short list. But if they're scouted, they should show up in the scouting reports. Because I don't want to spend all my time now going through this. But here's another one. Robert Navarro. Play all across the front line. Looks decent. Doesn't look amazing, but looks decent. Pedro Diaz. He can play in either of these positions. Looks good to me. Good mentals again. Off the ball's a bit dodgy, but the rest of it is good. Good. He's even got decent technicals. Don't know. I'll have to go through that list in much finer detail. They have been finding players. Fair play to them. They found a few players. 5-star potential here for defender. Good physicals. Good mentals. Needs to work on his crossing and dribbling. But he's only 21 years old. He would be a very good signing. 5-star potential, this boy. So, okay. Keep scouting him. Could go back to the asymmetric. You've mainly lost points against big clubs. Yeah, are they worth a try? If we look at the schedule, we played the asymmetric. We played it against Bournemouth. That was when we started. Then we played in Chelsea with the asymmetric, and Everton was with the asymmetric as well. And at that point, I thought, Chelsea, Everton we should have beaten. They were down to 10 men, and we just got lucky, I think, against Bournemouth. Will the asymmetric work? Everything I do now is a gamble. It's all going to be a gamble. I'm going to go back to this one, the 4-2-3-1, I think we'll put Bayek back down here as the anchor. Gobby can play as the attacking mid. I haven't tried Twine for a while. Maybe we can give Scott Twine a game. Can't do any worse than any of the others. And then I don't want Kirkin playing as a centre-back. It did not work. We've got plenty of good centre-backs who should be able to play as centre-backs. So Amadozic can come in. Konstantinia, Bayek, Makuta. On the surface of it, this is a pretty good team. You have to look at them and say, that's a pretty good team. There's some good signings there. And they just haven't done the business, though. Actually, I'm going to play Gobby up there. And I'm going to play Leonardo. Diallo, Larsson, Asprilla is probably the better bet than Larsson. And who do we have on the bench? Roberts. Is it time to give Roberts a game? No, we'll stay with Constantinia. We'll have Roberts, Arroyo. Where's my defender? We'll have Phillips. Whoops, mouse slipped. Arroyo. Gregera can come in for Bayek. Bayek's not playing very well. He could be the one who is the bad egg in the dressing room, possibly. I've got a funny feeling he might be, but until you know, you can't do anything. And how would you know who the bad egg is? Usually you just sell someone and the players say, oh, so happy to get rid of him. So the game should tell you who the bad egg is. So you can get rid of them or put them in the reserves or at least do something. Bruno, Larsson, Cherlanov. Should I give Cherlanov a game? Why not? I don't even know who the first team is. What an interesting change. Could try to use the asymmetric, but make it a mid, a Regista and a Segundo on attack. This combination has been my go-to. So what we got? Let's go. We don't want this anymore, the Hail Mary, so we'll clear the slot. So let's load the asymmetric. Low block or high press, do you think? Well, let's load the high press. And then you want to go what? With a mid block? I'm willing to listen to any solutions I can get hold of here. Could try going asymmetric. Try the asymmetric, but make mid a Regista and Segundo on attack. Okay, so high press, do you think? So we want to go this way? That doesn't make any sense to me. Make the mid a Regista and a Segundo on attack. So I can't have a Segundo in here. And it just doesn't make any sense to bring this back to a DM. Could try it. Is that how you've been playing it? So we got an anchor in here and then a Segundo. Support or attack? High press has been the past few M's. That or a 4-3-3 with a DLP on defense. BBM. Mazzala on attack. Okay, I'm ready for the wild. Hey Blob, how you doing? How you doing, mate? Go high press and possibly attack to keep them on their heels. You are likely losing anyway. Yeah, I mean, I agree. I agree. We're likely to lose anyway. So let's go to a high press, higher line. I still think that the way to play this is to play this with the asymmetric working. So play an anchor, or maybe let's play a Segundo here. Play a Segundo on attack here. He's going to get forward now, and then just play a centre mid on support. Inside forward on attack. And maybe here we'll put a fullback on attack, but we'll have attacking playmaker here who can sit and support. How does that look? What do you think, guys? How does that look? It's a very aggressive system, and yeah, I mean, we've got to take some risks here, haven't we? Got to take some risks. Got to go for it. We got plenty of players going forward. Play with a high line. Counter press, counter. Slightly higher tempo. I don't want to play out of defence. That's suicide. I don't know why we would want to underlap on this side. We don't want to underlap on that side. We want to underlap on the right. With the fullback joining the party up here. The advanced playmaker can drift out wide. So we can get him to move into channels. Bring the fullback in here on the underlap. Got an inverted winger coming in here on the underlap. Let's go for it. We got nothing to lose, have we? Boys are down. Yeah, they are. Very down. And there doesn't seem much I can do about it. Well, I don't know, Gobby. I am really... You might be right at the end of the day, Gobby. It is aggressive. It is aggressive. But hey-ho, sometimes you gotta be aggressive. So I don't even know who my first team is. That's the really sad bit about this. I don't know. Because they're playing so bad, I don't know who the first team is. That is really sad, isn't it? Makuta, again, is tired. He's not recovering very well, is he? Let's just go forward to the match. Aggressive is good. Well, the Brazilian tactic was very aggressive. That worked. Let's try something aggressive. I don't know. We've just somehow got to put some points on the board here. And we've got to go and give Aston Villa a game. We sit back, I think. I like to counter like a fool. Speed, speed, and more speed. I always think if you're going to sit back, then you've got to contain the play. You have to have the ball. If you don't have the ball, sitting back is a big problem for you. It would I think that was very risky, but you know, what do I know? This just isn't in my preparation, my tactics. Then it's not working at all. So what do I know? I'm in a battle here that I just cannot win. Oh, we got the transfer window is about... Are we in January? The transfer window is about to open. That's why I've got all those reports. Somebody come and buy my players. Nobody's going to want my players, are they? Why have we got so much rest here? We can do this. We can do this. We got this. Change of season expectations. No, I don't want to change anything, thank you. I remember saying to you, I think before even we got to the end of last season, that this season would be tough. I knew from the way they were playing it would be tough. I just didn't think that it would be this tough. Who is this guy? Why do I want to offer him... Do I want him to have a work permit? Nah. Offer him a higher wage? Nah. We'll find a goalkeeper. I knew it was going to be tough. I just didn't realise it was going to be this hard. And I thought if we brought in the right players and we played with that asymmetric, which has worked with every other team that I've done, then we would probably manage 14th quite comfortably. This has not been the case. Blackburn have got 13 points now. We have to be aware that we need points now because we could go lose today, we could go down into 19th. We've been led off by FM, who've made the teams below us lose. It's not going to happen anymore. Now we've got to win matches. So we're going to go attacking. Play well, positive anyway. Positive approach. He's going to say go to cautious. We've got to go at them. We've got... what? See, why would my goalkeeper... why do I want him to kick it when his kicking is 8 and his throwing is better? Oh, Makuta's gone on holiday, has he, as well as Bastian? Oh, they've got the... they have the African Nations Cup stuff. So I don't have really good cover. I've lost both midfielders now. That is not good. Asprilla can play as a midfielder. That's Larson, Campbell, Makuta. Well, that's not good, because they'll be away for the whole month, won't they? Let's get the... he does like a good hard tackle, the assistant. But I don't want to get any cards here, any red cards here. That will really depress me. So let's go for this. It's time to end this run of poor form. Expecting to see good defensive work. Let's have some quality finishing. Let's make a chance or two. Yeah, I mean, we could do something in the transfer window, NB. Anything can happen in this game. You just never know what's going to happen. Like, we could even win this game. It should be totally out of character. But well, at least we are taking the game to them early on. We do need to get some points, though. We are having the highlights. I mean, Villa are struggling. We are struggling. Villa are... everyone's struggling. Let's get the ball in the box. Let's get a header on target. Can we? No, we can't. But we pick the ball up. There's it just bobbling around. Driven in its stave by the goalkeeper. Oh, come on. Come on, FM. You've got to let me score a goal. Come on. You can't do this. You can't just go the whole season and I can't score a goal. You have to let me score a goal. That in real life, teams score goals. And we hit the post. Is it going to be like this? Does it have to be like this? Aston Villa have been totally outclassed. You have to, at some point, FM, let me score a goal. Come on. I know you're having fun watching someone suffer, but be real life. You know, people score goals in real life. Oh, you can. Oh, watch out. It's going to be a goal. Their first highlight be a goal for Villa, won't it? Here it comes. No, Muric is still in good form. Yeah, it's possible, Vince, in my system. I'll have to check. Is it Vinnie Jones? Oh, I'm going to shout at them. Come on. The ball is bobbling around in the box again. Leonardo's missed another one. Totally dominating them. At some point, the game has got to allow me to score a goal. Please. Come on. Play the white boy. Look at it. They'll score a goal. It's easy for the opposition. Come on. You can do this. You've got this. One goal. That's all this is going to take. You've got this. Oh, what a terrible pass. But Cholanov has got hold of it. Put it into the centre. Oh, no, not to him. Oh. Absolutely awful. Come on, FM. You've got to let me score a goal. Why are we not scoring? What's going on up top? What is the problem? Yeah, I mean, all we got to do, Gobby, is score. But why are we not scoring? Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. This is exactly how it was last season. Exactly how it was. Are they playing a low block? Do I need to pull them out a little bit? I'll try something. Do I need to bring the tempo of the passing down? Is it a bit too frantic? Or is the game just laughing at me? Drop the tempo. It could be the tempo, Gobby. Yeah, could be the tempo. I was thinking that. Tempo's too high. I'm going to have to shout at them. I'm far from pleased. Absolutely far from pleased. There's nothing else I need to say to them. Let's drop the tempo down a little bit. Listen, we don't need to do it by much, I don't think. We need to draw them out, I think. They've got so many bodies in the box. I think that is a big issue. So we do need to draw them out. But I think, yeah, tempo could be an issue. And maybe Leonardo, he's isolated as an advanced forward. Oh, I thought Villa were going to score them. Ah, come on, FM. You've got to let me score a goal sometime. Really, you do. Real life, remember that? You can't just not let people score goals because you're having a good time. But actually, that hasn't worked. Villa are dominating this game now. That was not a good plan. We're all over the place again. We're going to lose this game now. Okay, that didn't work. We're going to up the tempo again. In fact, I'm going to go up the tempo a bit more. And I'm going to push the line back up again. That did not work. Yeah, he is a bit older. He's still a young kid in this save, isn't he? I don't know whether I need to go attacking, whether I need to get players up the pitch. Am I defending a little bit too much? It's dreadful, dreadful, dreadful. I don't know why FM won't let me score a goal. It's just being extremely nasty. Just really, really nasty. Maybe we should just run at them, be more expressive, try anything we can. We'll go attacking as well. It might cost me the game. Let's leave it like this for a little while. They are so tired. And yet we're a lot fresher, but I need to make some changes. Hit early crosses. I'm willing to try anything. I'm willing to take any suggestions. We have tried this before, and it didn't work. It was abysmal. I do need to look at the opposition. Oh, he likes a hard tackle, doesn't he, this boy? Could be Vinnie Jones. Leonardo, shocking again. Costinha, dreadful. It's always somebody having a bad game. Gabbia is knackered. Gregera is knackered. Let's bring Bayek down. Bring Asprilla into midfield. Diallo, 6.6. It's not bad. churling off. I'm going to give Scott Twine a game. We might actually, let's play for set pieces, because Scott Twine owes me a free kick and he's promised me that he'll score a goal. So, and anything else, I'll just leave it at that for the moment, because in case we get an injury, we might have to bring someone on. Come on, boys, you can do this. You come on. 1 goal, FM, please, please. Look at that. Oh, God. Is it Twiney's time? Is it time for Twiney to take the stage? Look at these Aston Villa. They're absolutely out on their feet. We've got to go attacking now. They're out on their feet. We need to run at them. We need to be creative. Do whatever we can. We're fitter, we're faster, we're absolutely much stronger at the moment. We just got to go for it. Oh, it looks terrible. It looks awful. Into the box, come on. What's the referee given there? Is he checking up for a penalty? He's given him a red card anyway. Aston Villa are now in serious trouble. But we're not good enough to take advantage of it, unfortunately. Come on, 1 goal, please. Come on, 1 goal. We can't do any more. We're attacking now, which we shouldn't be doing. Oh, it looks dreadful, doesn't it? Looks dreadful. Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy. And their team is so tired, they can hardly stand up. We're getting tired, but we are nowhere near the state that they're in. Come on, FM. 20 shots. 7 on target only. It's really... Oh, hang on. Just when we thought we were doing all right. Hang on. Come on. You please, just 1 goal. That's all I want. And then I'll happily lose the next 2 games. How about that for a deal? Offside, I think he's offside. I think he's offside. Oh, please, 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 please. Please. Oh, you're kidding me, FM. I really don't believe you. I don't believe you. You're just messing with my mind. You really are just messing with my mind. Do whatever you need to do, game. You just do whatever you need to do. 21 shots. We've hammered them. Absolutely hammered them. And another miss. Do whatever you need to do, FM. You know, whatever it is, just whatever it is. Another chance, but another... We can't score goals. No way. It's back to what it was. Do you remember right back in the early days? This is exactly it. This is exactly what we came into right at the beginning, where they could not get a shot on target. And it went on and on and on and on and on. I don't know how we finished second. I'm not going to say we were unlucky. The game is just laughing at me now. It's just laughing at me. And there's nothing I can do about it. We've tried just about everything. Defensive. defensive tactics, attacking tactics. We've tried low blocks, we've tried mid blocks, we've tried high press. We've just about tried everything that we possibly can. Well, I think the next goal is going to be the biggest celebration of all time. This looks terrible. We've scored 1 goal. We've scored 1 goal in the last 5 games. And that was lucky. We've hammered by 10-man Everton. West Ham next. Not looking good. Not looking good. West Ham 13th. Oh dear. Aguero wants conversation. Yeah. Fury again. They're just getting fury all the time. I don't know what to do. The next goal is like going to be a mega celebration. I have to get the champagne ready. What is it that I'm doing wrong? I don't know what I am doing wrong. I have tried everything. They say the golden rule is, if it's not working, change something. I've just about done as many changes as I possibly can think of. What is it? What am I missing? I don't know what I'm missing. Why are they not playing together well? The dynamics, the team cohesion is good now, but the club atmosphere is poor. It was the other way around before, where this was poor and the club atmosphere was good. What is it? There's only one unhappy player, that's Peacock Farrell, who's long-term injured. There are many contrasting personalities. But managerial support is very good. The performance of a manager is having a positive effect on the players. So now it's suddenly become the club atmosphere. How do we deal with the club atmosphere? Hey, Paul. I don't know. I'm missing something. I just don't know what it is. Just don't know what it is. Maybe I'll schedule some extracurricular stuff, community support stuff. I don't know what I'm missing. Get the atmosphere up a bit. I don't know what I am missing. That was shocking. But, I mean, I expected to lose against Manchester City and Arsenal. And I'm not too unhappy 2-0 and 3-0. I was expecting more like 7-0 and 5-0. But I was expecting... We absolutely hammered Aston Villa. Am I changing the tactic too much? Is that what it is? In my desperation to get out of this problem? Am I changing the tactic too much? Just go with the asymmetric and it is what it is. We have to settle on something eventually. We have to pull an all-nighter. I think I'll probably end up in a mental asylum if I have to keep playing, Paul. It will probably drive me insane. It's like, I gotta get out of here for a while. It's like, this is terrible. Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy. Still 2 points clear of Blackburn, though, but this cannot last. This cannot. They cannot. FM is not going to keep these teams losing all the time. They're not going to have 13 points forever and 11 points forever, and we're going to be on 15 and safe. We've got to get some results from somewhere. And with games coming up like West Ham, Wolves, those are games we could get some points. But then we got Man City and Liverpool, and we have to get points from those games. Oh, okay, guys, let's call it a night. I'll go away and have a think about this again. But I think we need to stay... I think we need to stay with one formation and go with that now. and hope that eventually they will start playing together somewhere. I think we just need to stick with one formation. I'll have a think. Oh, let me know, guys, in the comments. Have a think, and then let me know in the comments which one you think it should be. In fact, I'll do a community post and then ask for suggestions. I'll just ask for some suggestions from you guys. Which tactic should we settle on? We've tried them all now, and then we'll just settle on one. I don't know how to do it. I think I should go with a positive asymmetric and hope one day it all clicks. And if it doesn't, it doesn't. Oh, don't talk to me about Wilden. I've been extremely unhappy with Wilden at the moment. He's just playing so badly. But there is a surprise. I'm not going to give anything away, but there's a surprise in tomorrow's games against Arsenal. Wilden does give me a surprise. And without giving too much away. So, okay, guys, I'm gonna call it a night now. It's, nearly 10. Thanks for coming. I do enjoy your company, even if I'm not enjoying the save. I enjoy your company, guys. It is good to have you along. Thanks for all the likes, and thanks for all the view time and helping the channel. And we are growing, and it feels good that we're growing. And yeah, we'll keep going. We got to keep working it, keep growing, keep helping. And thank you very much, guys. It's all down to you. It's nothing to do with me. It's all down to you, the success. Okay, so see you next time. We got a good break now. I really would love to come back on the weekend, but I get so tired. I have so many videos to do. If I come back on the weekend, I come back on the weekend. And if you're around, come and join me. But I know I really get tired by Sunday because I got to get through 3 videos now by Sunday. So I can't promise anything. I was very tired last weekend. If not, I'll see you guys on Tuesday. And have a great weekend. Enjoy the sun if there is any. And have a really good weekend, guys. Thanks for coming. It's been a great pleasure for me again. I really do enjoy interacting with you guys. It's sometimes really funny. The save isn't very funny at the moment, but well, we can do this. We've got this together, guys. We can do this. We got a point today. Okay, I'll see you on Tuesday, guys. Have a great weekend.